Hi, I'm Ash with Guard Tower Studios. The following video is a live play of a role-playing game and may contain depictions of violence, adult themes, and occasional coarse language. Parental guidance is recommended. Thanks!
Hi, I'm Hannah. Welcome to RP Gallery, our rotating gallery of RPGs. This month, we're featuring Battletech, A Time of War. Last week, our crew picked up some unexpected allies, an illegal AI named Nadia, George, the cook who really wants his spices back, and Timothy, a supposed ticket into the facility. Will these new companions help us escape or bring more trouble than they're worth? And can we survive long enough to make it off a base swarming with Draconis Combine soldiers? Stick around to find out. Now let's roll some dice.
Hello! Welcome to RP Gallery. I am your forever DM, James, and today I am here with
Hannah, Ash, Jade,
Jared.
And we are delivering you some hot mess of Battletech, A Time of War. And last time, you guys ended with the party in Garage B of the police station, and you had just set off alarms because they thought Russians were invading.
Okay, guys.
All right, so everybody is in Garage B. Just a recap, you have Preacher with you, and two of you are going to head to Control, and the other two are going to prep the mech bays. Out back in the aerospace holding, currently about to be stripped for parts, is your ship. And yeah, that's where we are. What do you do?
What are we doing?
Me and you are going to start in that mech base, so I think that we should go out into this hallway and then go in and start blasting. I think that you two should take so we want to stay away from the armory. So I think a route as far away as possible from that to avoid the fight for as long as possible. I believe that there will be fights, but to avoid it for as long as possible until we're at least in our mechs, take this hallway up here and go through there, because there's no doors here to lead the armory to. So as soon as you're like in this hallway, you're relatively safer from majority.
This doorway? Is that what you're saying?
Like going through here, like from here they can't see you anymore. So going down that way to make your way to the control room.
Okay.
So I think going up here.
And Preacher
can't see that though.
Yeah, you can't see any of those yet.
Preacher knows the layout. They need to
Yes.
download the maps once they get to the control room.
The reason that you are able to see this map is because you have Preacher with you who is able to describe all of these things to you. But he's not a tactician.
So, I think we should ask Tim to take us away around the armory and see what way he takes us.
And I assume he can just point out to us, these are the mech bays, and you and I are like, let's fire him up.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do it in the order of Team 1 and Team 2, right? So Team 1, what are you doing?
Having Tim take us around the armory, like away, as far away from the armory as he can, but towards the control room.
Okay, he'll poke his head out through that door. And he, looking up the hallway, just kind of like walks out casual, trying to not gather too much attention, because as soon as the door opens, you do hear shouting down the way. The alarms are going off. And he motions to run around the corner. He gets to the corner and he peers around it, and he immediately, he's motioning there's people in that hallway.
Okay.
and he's looking both directions, and he points this direction and goes. He points that direction and goes.
So there's people everywhere.
Yep. 4 in one direction, 6 in the other.
I say we go in the direction of 4 people.
Yeah,
Our odds are a lot better.
I agree.
And if you have any melee weapons, it's best to use those so we don't draw the attention of the other 6.
You guys were right past the armor.
Put that one just past him for me, will you?
Right here?
Yeah.
They're all rushing towards the armory, and Timmy is in the hallway. Preacher. You can move him out in the hall. So today we are using some rando minis since we're running around, and the monk is Preacher. Okay, so that's what you see. What do you do?
Follow Preacher.
He's just standing there like, and is motioning. Are you gonna tell him that way?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him let's go in the direction of the 4.
Okay. He's like, and just like points at him. He's like waiting on you.
Okay.
A reminder,
You didn't give him a gun. He's unarmed.
the 3 of us are in disguise. You're not, right?
Nope.
Let's make sure.
Do you have any extra weapons? I only have my dagger and my pistol.
I actually might.
Yeah, we came across the scouts with Desert Eagles on them.
I do have a revolver.
As you guys are taking too long, according to his standards, he steps back into the garage and grabs a propane tank and undoes the valve, chucks it down the hallway,
Great. Well done, Preacher.
flicks a lighter and throws it
Great,
and dives
well
back
done.
into the garage.
Well done.
Thanks, Preacher. So much for
That's
quiet.
back in.
Oh, the very first guy rolled snake eyes on. He is
Which way, this way?
kaboom! Yeah,
Okay.
the guy behind him rolled poorly too. Okay, the next guy's fine. Those first 2 guys, they go up in smoke.
Preacher, you are an asset.
Yeah, you are a force to be reckoned with, apparently.
You see though, like as he throws it, they turn and they're yelling in Japanese.
Oh.
He recognizes those are not his friends.
Makes sense. Makes
So
sense.
let's give him a weapon, and then
I'm
let's
gonna hand him my extra revolver. I do have my laser pistol.
and then let's run this way.
And what are the stats on your pistol? Your
The
revolver?
revolver is 4B, 4BD, and then 8, 18, 40, and 90.
Okay, cool.
6 ammo.
So then he would be out here. Do you want to go first or me?
I'll go first.
Okay, are you this one or no? You're this one.
Yeah.
And then
The one not in uniform, so there is no question. No.
All right, so
you're
you
in
turn and you
uniform.
see that the 2 guys are like dazed from the explosion, but unharmed, but kind of panicked. And as soon as that thing blew up, there's even more. Like this is like, and I don't just mean like a propane tank from a gas grill. I mean like this was the gas for welding. And he
Fun.
threw it down the hallway and threw a lighter at it.
Light it up.
all right.
Are there any more?
Huh?
Are there any more? I don't know, maybe
Propane tanks?
we don't want to risk blowing up our mechs.
Yes. There are 6 propane tanks on the rack.
I kind of want one.
They will take 2 hands to operate, and you have to have a flame to light them up.
I kind of want one.
Well, I don't have any flames to light them up, so I'm good.
I say we come back for
can
them and put
I-
them on the ship.
I'm in the back, so I can't. I wanted to go up and stab that guy.
Okay, so what's your movement?
Where would I? Oh, here. My walk speed is 6.
All right.
Run is
1,
20.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get right up to him. So go ahead and move yourself up to him. And you can attack.
There's him. Nine.
9 to hit?
Yes.
Yeah. That is going to hit him. What's your damage? That what you're stabbing him?
Yeah, I'm stabbing him with the vibro dagger. 2 damage.
Okay. 2 damage. You stick him with it. Let's roll the hit location.
1 die or 2.
I believe it is 2. Where the heck did my hit location marker go? All right, go ahead and roll
Will you put the jar up?
D12 for hit location.
What does that mean?
Not D12, but 2D6. You know what I mean.
8. Nice.
8. You just shank him right in the torso.
Oh!
And go ahead and roll me another D6.
4.
Okay, so you got him in the guts. Roll another D6.
5.
He is knocked down.
Ooh.
Clutching his guts. Okay. What are you doing?
I mean, with the explosion, the pretense of being quiet is kind of over. So I'm gonna try to shoot my laser pistol at the standing up guy.
Okay.
That is a natural 12.
Okay, that would be a hit.
If you need my gun skill on top of that.
No, that's gonna hit.
Cool.
What's your damage?
For the laser pistol, it is 3 BD, 5 energy for
And what is your health?
mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't ask you guys that ahead of time.
Ooh, that is a good question.
My health? What do I see? My health. It's twice your body score.
Twice body score, so 10.
Okay.
6 for me. 18.
Dang, you're a tough cookie.
Location is a 4.
A 4. You and shooting people in the hand. Yeah, shoot him in the hand. All right. He starts screaming, and he is going to duck into the armory.
Whether
No, it's just in the hallway on the inside of it, because there are multiple doors to get through.
Okay.
Yep.
And someone, let's go ahead and pull the dead guy, and we're just going to reuse his mini because there's somebody in the armory.
He's down. He's not dead.
He's bleeding out.
He's bleeding out. He's
Okay.
clutching his guts. He is useless in this fight, so we're just not even going to include him. Go ahead and put the next guy in the hallway. No, in the hallway. In the hallway. Right
This
there.
hallway.
Yes.
Okay.
So this guy is going to reach out and pull that guy into the armory as the other guy runs in, and they slam the door.
Okay.
That works.
Now you know he's in there.
If they're not fighting, I'd rather just run right past them.
I have a thought. I have C4. We can trap them in
Yes!
there.
Oh, that's actually
Propane
that's a
tank.
great idea.
All right. So
Or C8,
on
excuse me.
Yeah.
their turn, you hear lots of running. You hear doors opening and closing, and the siren.
And if we blow up the armory, that'd be pretty cool.
And there is a lot of smoke in that hallway.
From the propane tank, I assume?
Yeah, the hallway is like now on fire, and you're gonna have to move out of it or risk catching fire.
Okay.
What? Not yet. It's not your turn yet. You two, you're up next.
Yeah, Team B. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna take a look through Mech Bay A.
Do a little peek-see.
Okay, so as you run out the room into Mech Bay A, as you're going for the door, there is gunfire that erupts down that hallway
At us or them?
at her.
There was 6 people down that hallway, remember?
Oh, yeah. I say propane tank them.
Grab one then.
Can I grab a propane tank?
Roll me a 2d6.
Do you have a way to blow it up?
Nat 12.
I should have a lighter. Am I a smoker?
No, are you?
Can I say that?
No, you're probably not. You're a slave.
I indulge in.
You are hit in the
Right.
helmet.
Whew.
So roll me a d5.
3.
Okay, you are dazed. Like you stumble, like fall to the ground.
You might
because
need to
got
pull
hit
me.
in the head. You did not take damage, but you no longer have a helmet. It is destroyed.
It did its job.
It did its job. If you weren't wearing it, you'd be dead.
You're gonna pull me out of the hallway, right?
I'm gonna throw.
That was the guy that was aimed, ready to shoot down the hallway. The other ones, seeing that there's someone down the hallway, are going to attempt to fire.
Are we disguised as them? Why are they firing at us?
As deputies, yeah.
So wait,
And they missed.
we look like they're allies, don't we?
You have no idea why they're shooting.
What? Traitors to their own? I don't know. We're on the same team here, guys.
You want to come around the corner and find out?
I would like to throw a propane tank.
Okay, what do you have to light it with?
I'll pull her back into that hallway.
Okay, so you come out there, you pull her back away from the door.
Yep. And
There's one that's going to shoot at you as you are exposed.
okay.
Thank you.
Please roll me 2d6.
3 and 3.
You do take a shot from a laser to the torso for 3 damage.
I'm never saving you again.
But you successfully pull her out of danger.
I'm gonna light him up. Do I have a lighter on me? Do I have anything that
You
would
have
be...
no lighter. I don't know.
I feel like I would have some... I am pretty chaotic. I feel like I'd have some smokes on me.
Well, you didn't declare that ahead of time, so you have no lighter.
The creature's right there. Can I just go, throw me your lighter?
He
He already
threw
threw
it.
his lighter. His lighter went boom.
Oh my god. Okay, dramatic much?
He didn't want to catch himself on fire.
Can I shoot at a propane tank?
I will let you attempt to shoot a propane tank, but first you're going to have to successfully throw it down the hallway.
I would like to do so.
A couple of the men duck into the room. There are still 4 in the hallway. They are right by mech base C. The other 2 ducked into mech base C.
1, 2.
These are in the bay.
There's 2 in the bay.
The others are all in the hallway, yeah. And as you were pulling her and when you got shot, all of those guys are in Draconis Combine uniforms.
Oh, they don't even care about the deputies
They
anymore.
don't care about the deputies.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay, cool. I would like to grab a propane tank.
Okay, you are grabbing a propane tank.
I want to launch it.
I'm gonna say you know how to operate a propane tank, so you're gonna take it and throw it down the hallway.
Yeah.
So, cool. Roll to throw it.
Double 6s.
Okay. It lands right in the middle of them.
I want to fire.
It's like I was born for this.
I want to use my God's pistol.
This will.
What
So
has most
you
fire?
already pulled her out of danger, grabbed a propane tank and threw it.
Yeah.
That's about all you can do this round.
Aww.
Next round you can shoot at it.
No fun.
Just steady your hand so that you can aim right.
Well, I am shot, so.
They're yelling in Japanese. Do you speak Japanese?
I speak Russian and Slovakian.
You hear Nadia
Slovak.
coming across the airwaves real staticky. She says the Draconis Combine has issued some sort of order. I don't understand this word.
Interesting.
I speak Japanese fluently. Can I hear them?
This would be Protocol Draconis Combine.
Lamos naming a protocol.
Do you have Protocol Draconis Combine?
I think she has protocol.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Roll it.
5 plus 3 is 8. Plus, what do you add to protocol? Will and previous mana. 0, 1.
So 9.
So 9, yeah.
They just received orders to execute all non-Draconis Combine. And once they have evacuated in your ship, a missile is coming down on this facility.
That's a little dramatic.
They intend to frame you for all of it.
Oh, heck no.
Okay. Taking your ship?
I'm telling all of you guys that are near me that this
In what
is
language?
What languages can you guys speak that I know you guys can?
German and English.
Yep.
But I'm
English
with
and
her.
French.
English.
I'm with her.
Okay, so I guess I'm speaking English over the comms that we have with Nadia.
I feel like you would use Russian to go over the comms to relay the message to her, because you know she can translate it to me.
Okay.
And you can tell him off the comm. So we can keep our Russian
That's
roots.
smart. That's smart.
It feels like
Okay.
something your character would have come up with.
Okay.
Do they know that we... Well, they frame us, but don't they think that we are the Russians?
No. The Draconis knows we are us.
Okay, got it.
The
I
deputies thought we were Russians.
Got it. Makes
So
sense.
in Russian to you, I say, the Draconis is here trying to frame us for everything. They're going to send a missile once they flee on my ship. Let's take them out.
Our ship. All right, let's take them out.
Nadia also comes over the comms right then and says that she has detected an aerospace explosion approximately 3 kilometers to the south of the facility, but directly above. And the craft that blew up looks rather similar to the drop craft that landed with the Russian mechs on the other planet.
So the Russians are coming
And behind
again.
that ship is a gunship of the Draconis Combine. They are bearing down on your coordinates.
I translate to you in English. There's a missile coming. Let's go.
Fun!
We have no friends here except for Preacher.
Okay. Good thing we spared him.
Nadia says, by my estimation, you have less than 3 minutes.
That is not a lot of time to do it. A lot of things that we need to do. Get to the control room is going to take a while doing what we need in the.
She says your only hope right now is that control room. She's like, set off the EMP.
Okay, so you set off your C8 and we run.
Did we set off the EMP? Will it lock our mechs in
don't
place?
think we have time to set it up.
You don't know.
We don't have time for anything. 3 minutes is not enough time to explore any rooms.
Did you have EMP grenades?
Yes.
You can split up. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but
But you will have to pick and choose right now what you do, because
we just don't have time for
you ain't got a whole lot of time.
Let's.
With the hallway on fire,
I have to get out of the hallway.
we have to go. With the hallway on fire, they're going to have a hard time getting out because there's only one entrance. So we're
and
just
it's
gonna
filled with
have to.
smoke.
We're just gonna have to go.
Okay.
They're probably dead.
I forgot it was on fire for a second. Yeah, so I say, let's
Why don't
just.
you give me that orange marker, please?
Marker.
I actually love that. That's a beautiful sight.
That's on fire.
I'm like right in the middle of it.
You ran up, slashed a guy, and you're gonna have to get out of there immediately.
Okay.
All the walls right there are damaged, but these walls are reinforced.
Well, that's nice.
Not for
I can
long.
move 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
And as you're running up the hallway, you see, like you notice all of a sudden, there are cameras everywhere. This is being recorded, and that you are certain that'll lock on your face.
Yep.
Yeah, my helmet got blown off. There's definitely a mark on mine.
Yeah. That'll be a later problem.
Okay. All right, so you run up the hallway and around the corner.
Can I actually sprint? Or run?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we don't really have time. So that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
You get to that door, and it requires a key card to open it.
Hey, you
Of
happen to have
course.
one of those.
I do actually. I took multiple key cards off of multiple bodies.
And
And
you
I also
disperse
have
them
one.
along with the clothes.
Yes.
Cool. So you scan your key card, opens for you. If you don't hold that door open, if somebody doesn't have the key card to get through it, they're not coming through it.
Can I leave my shoe in the door?
Your shoes?
You would have to like
These are boots.
unlace
These are
them.
laced.
Oh.
You can leave something in the door if you would like.
Didn't you pass the key card to all of us?
We each
I
have,
thought
three of
I-
us each
okay.
have one.
But you,
That's it.
there's no
I was-
guarantee which doors open for which key cards.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna tear off a piece of cloth from my shirt and stick it in the door so it can't actually latch.
I'll say there's a ficus tree by the door if you just want to knock it over into the doorway.
Okay, that works.
Okay, cool.
How decorative.
Knock over a ficus tree, that doorway is now difficult terrain.
Okay.
But it's open.
It's open. All right, and then you continue running. I'll say you get to the door. As you are approaching this console there, somebody jumps up and swings a chair at you.
2d6.
Fun.
They are armed with guns.
He is in a
Harassment.
police officer uniform.
Oh,
He's a young-looking guy.
Hold on, we are not.
don't shoot.
Well, he's swinging.
Okay.
Oh!
He's not shooting. He's
Am I
throwing a chair
rolling
at you.
You just got hit with a chair.
This is amusing, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how he said don't shoot, but
It's going to
throwing a
be
chair.
1 damage, but go ahead and roll the hit location.
9.
I hit you in the right arm with a chair.
Ow. Try to stop it.
Okay, so no modifiers to it. You just get hit with it and take 1 point of damage. And the guy clearly doesn't recognize you, but he saw that you just used George's key card, and you're not George. So he hit you with a chair.
Yeah.
He's at a security desk. He saw you coming through the door. He saw you coming up the hallway.
Props on him, honestly.
I understand why I'm hit with a chair, but can we just talk about this?
George is alive.
He's like got his fists up. He's like, "You're not taking me!"
I'm not trying to.
You notice his holster is empty.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't want to hurt you. Just let me leave. This isn't my fight.
Why don't you roll Streetwise?
Tell him you're working with George.
I have
Get him on the
Streetwise
comms.
Karen.
We can make an
Sure,
ally
I'll let
out of
you
this.
apply
And
that one.
Solera
Here.
is 7.
Either one of them will work here.
Ten.
10 plus 3 is 13 plus charisma is 14.
The Draconis Combine took his weapon.
That's what I thought.
They're my enemy too.
Roll persuasion. This is going to be, what is it? No, it's negotiation.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
6.
6 plus 6 is 12 plus, I'm pretty sure it would be charisma, yeah, so 13.
He looks and he's like, "What'd you do with George?"
George fought our group. Wait,
He's
what-
alive. He's with
minutes.
us.
Wait,
George is
he's
Batman.
on our ship. Oh, he's on our ship.
Okay, you made him sound like we killed him, and I was like, don't
Okay.
say that.
He's in our med bay. Let him know we're not taking a prisoner. He's in our med bay.
He's in our med bay getting treatment. He was injured while fighting, but we're giving him help.
Jesus.
You can ask him where his spices are.
Would you happen to know where George's spices are?
When you ask where his spices are, he puts his fist down, like, yeah! And he pulls out his key card and opens the door directly behind the control console. That would not have opened for you otherwise.
We need the ally.
So, this is Fred.
Call sign?
Huh?
Call sign? What's his call sign?
Rookie.
Oh, okay, that works. He did hit with a chair.
Yeah. He's not a good shot.
I like him.
But he's good with a chair. So he opens the door for you,
I'm not-
and we
I'm
are
not
going
in
to
here,
use this die. We're going to leave it on the number 6, and this will represent Rookie.
Can I?
Now you
the
have to
camera?
get the spices.
I know.
All right, so Fred opens the door for you, and he says, his spices are probably in the kitchen. You know, yeah, his wife would be real mad if he loses those.
Well, I was asked to get them for him, so I think it's only fair that I get them for him since he's helping us out.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, Regina. Oh, she would be so upset.
It's a shame what happened.
Deflect.
And Fred's like,
to the control room.
what?
Hannah!
Deflect to the control room.
I'm trying to get him off of the topic so I can just go.
You said it's a shame what happened. He doesn't know she's dead.
Fred's like, what?
A long
Draconis.
story, Draconis took the control of the planet and took out the whole civilization.
Maybe now's not the best time.
Right now, it's a long story, but we gotta go. They're gonna take out this planet if we don't hurry. I need to get to the control room and the admin and fix things. It's a long story.
And he is like,
He probably
he's like
has family
looking
on
kind
there,
of
too.
appalled at the moment. And he's like, and he just reaches over and he grabs the chair again and he starts following you.
All right.
I have a friend.
You need to practice your friend making skills.
You're very.
You keep freaking people out.
You just said the entire planet where his friend's wife is has been blown up, and then now's
As far
not
as you
I'm trying to
know,
put the
Fred
blame
could
on
be from that
Draconis
planet
back.
too. So, all right. I mean, he knows Fred's family.
I'm trying to put Draconis back
Oh,
in
George's
blame,
family.
though.
Yeah. All right. So, where are you going?
If he's opened the kitchen, I'd like to go to the kitchen, but it's not my turn.
So that's the cafeteria, and that's just a push bar door. If you want to head towards the kitchen, you can, but that should be about as far as you can get on your turn.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I can sprint 50.
Okay.
So I want to sprint as close as I can to the control room.
As you are, you start sprinting through the flaming area, you hear gunfire erupt from the other side of that door that they just closed.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can at least get to here. Or I guess it'd probably be here, but everybody's kind of in the doorway.
Okay. Am I bringing Preacher too?
Preacher will follow on. Yeah, he'll follow you.
He'll probably recognize.
behind
Ricky
Preacher
will
is
probably
real skinny and real
recognize-
fast.
Okay.
Preacher will probably recognize the rookie.
Fred?
Yeah, when you guys catch up, he's like, "Oh, Fred, you're alive!" And he's like, "Man, Preacher, what are you doing with these fools?" And he looks at the other guy and he goes, he sees your that you're with him, and he's a little panicked and picks up the chair about to hit him. And Preacher's like, "No, they're okay." And then Fred says, "The Draconis turned on us. They took all our weapons. I hid under the control board in the entry here."
Oh, he's scared.
You would be too.
Yeah.
I would.
I told you it's a long story.
I'd throw a chair.
And that's y'all have a little catch up, friendly meeting there, and back to y'all.
Let's go. All right.
You want to light him up?
I need you to roll body. Let's see if you recover from being dazed.
So it's 11 on the dice. and
Oh
then-
yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You're good. Okay.
Check it off.
What would be best to shoot with? Let me just say I have a combined missile, which would be fun.
You want to fire a missile
No,
indoors.
it's not
It's an
logical.
anti-air missile.
Are we
It's
trying to
not
get our bets out?
logical. I also have a gauze pistol, a auto rifle, a hold pistol, and a combat shotgun. What would be best to blow this thing up?
Probably the gas pistol.
Gauze pistol would be fun.
She
I have an
tears
auto
mechs for a
rifle.
living, and she also built her own mech, so she understands how the
Ballistics
propane
that
thing-
generate heat are going to be best. So,
I don't know anything about guns in real life.
all right.
You're gonna have
So
to
it's
tell
something that
me.
fires an actual bullet. And
What about
not-
auto rifle?
Your auto rifle might, but it fires in bursts.
Combat shotgun?
Too far away.
Combined missile. What about my hold pistol?
Your holdout pistol, you can fire a single shot with that. Try and hit it. That would do it.
What has that has the best shot?
That's your best single shot
Besides the
accuracy.
missile?
Other than the missile.
Other than
You fire that missile and you're dead.
And our mechs are probably gone.
you guys
too.
are no fun.
I love how it's like, you're dead. You're like,
So
and our machine.
my thing for that is 3B3.
She can make a new character. It's fine.
Oh my god.
So am I rolling to hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Double threes. I do that a lot.
Plus
So-
your.
Yeah, plus, what's your gunnery? Your gunnery is really high.
My gunnery is high.
For small arms, actually.
Small arms.
Small arms.
Gunnery. I have gunnery all for level 10.
Right. No, this is small arms.
Small arms.
Oh, small arms. For level 6, which is dex, which is 4, which is
0.
0.
So it's 12.
Alrighty. So that you will successfully hit the propane tank.
Woo! You did it.
And it's in the middle of the 4 of them.
And
All
the
right.
door is open because they just ran inside, right?
No, 2 of them went inside.
Did the door shut?
No, they were about to. This all happens at once. So
Yeah, so I was just making sure that the door was open for them to be hit by my makeshift grenade. My little Dutch oven, if you may. So I'm calling this Operation Dutch Oven.
Okay, so the 2 in the very middle are dead. The 2 that were on the outside of it are injured. The 2 in the mech bay are unharmed.
You took 2 out. Thank you.
Like, with... okay, that makes
I mean, they're wearing
sense.
body armor.
Is it on fire?
The hallway is now on fire.
Yes,
So
give me that orange marker.
scribble 4 lines of the hallway, and then the doorway into the next hallway there blows open.
This doorway?
Yeah. Cool.
You blended.
I'm sorry.
I forget. I'll fix it later. Dice in the jar.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Stop drawing on yourself.
I was getting rid of the blending.
I told you we'd worry about it later.
Okay, so you blew up the propane tank. Anything else?
You did it.
Anything else right now?
I would like to whistle my little tune and move. So they can't. So they're down, yes.
No, they're injured.
injured.
They're injured. 2 of them are dead. 2 are injured. 2 are unharmed. But that hallway right there is on fire.
Okay. Well, I'm confident that they are not going. It's going to take them a minute. They decide to run through a hallway made of fire. Can we duck? Should we duck into that mech bay and try to get a mech out?
I think so. There might be people in it,
Gonna
but
try and run in there now?
Yeah, let's try to run in there.
Okay, you run into that mech bay.
The immediate danger
There
has
are
been.
3 mech mechanics that were working on that mech.
I
They
got my
have
pistol.
all been shot in the head.
ooh. How far can you move? Can you want to make it all the way to the mech?
Yeah, let's get in. It's your mech. You
It
can
is
in.
my mech, yeah. So.
The Draconis
you can get in.
Combine is cleaning up.
Yep.
All right, cool. Do they have any no weapons on them? I assume nothing useful.
No.
These look like they were civilian contractors working for the planetary police force.
That is really terrible. Is there anything in the room I can use? Anything helpful? Any tools that...
There are mech tools all over the room.
Does anyone have, like, mech repair? Would they need these? I have med...
So what you
tech.
see is your mech is, or that mech, that's actually her mech.
Yeah, that's her mech.
Is up on mounts where they were about to start taking pieces off of it. These mounts have these gigantic clamps that have to be released.
By the control room?
As far as you can tell, you see no mechanism to release them.
Shoots.
I'm almost there.
Okay, for now, let's, scavenge
You do have
this
your
room.
comms that you can talk to each other just like you talk to Nadia.
I would like to communicate in Russian to you that we have made it into the first mech bay, taken out a couple of enemies, waiting for you to release the clamps that hold this mech up.
Can I respond?
Sure.
Almost there. Had a slight hold up. Got hit with a chair.
I exploded some people, so all's fair in love and war. I would like to scavenge this room.
Okay, so
I want to say I pulled a Dutch oven.
do you know what a Dutch oven is? Okay.
Silent but deadly. Not so silent.
It's not silent. It's very deadly. So I assume I can make it in
So Operation Dutch Oven. Got it.
on my turn. And then am I able to get into the mech?
You can climb up the scaffolding and get into the mech, yes.
Okay. Will the mech be able to go through the doorway?
The mech is still, the locks are engaged, so you can't
I
step
can't move
away.
it. Yeah.
But you can start firing it up.
Cool. So I'm gonna start firing it up, but as far as like
It cannot fit through the doorway.
That was gonna have to come out that other side.
I would like
Which
to.
other?
There's
Oh,
a
this is
huge
the door?
garage bay door.
Yeah.
okay.
I would like to start showing. I assuming that I don't. What would we? What skill would it be to know, like to fix mechs? Who needs these tools? Who is
I
there a
have
mech?
those tools already.
He's wearing them.
I'm wearing
Can
them.
we sell
You're
them?
reminded.
If I take
you're
them,
reminded fondly of Merlin, but your hands are full because you have a giant missile. What's it?
You have your hands full.
Well, I was gonna
and
start showing it on
You
my
got
hands.
3 minutes
No.
before a missile.
You don't want to.
I can't do anything.
You have
so-
3
you
minutes
can.
before a missile hits this complex.
What? We have to wait until. Oh, I
No, you
to
still-
the next med bay, can I?
Yeah.
You got to get those mechs free to get them on the ship to get out of here.
Well, we can't free them until they hit the control, so I'm useless.
But
right
they
now.
still have to be navigated to the ship.
And they still also need to be fired up. So you can at least
Okay.
start
So
firing
she
fire
is
on it.
now in her mech firing it up.
Oh my God, they're with
You
Danger.
can take your other character off the board since you are now in a mech.
I'm in a mech.
So that mech is it takes up 4 squares, where your actual person barely takes up 1.
tools to my pits
Not even.
we can sell them later.
Okay. Anything else from you guys?
So generous.
Okay, cool.
I would like to start moving down to this one. And apparently
You'd have to go back into the hallway.
Yeah.
Where there's not quite yet dead.
Yeah, but are they? I mean, they're down there in a hallway full of fire. Are they gonna shoot at me?
Yes. They're
Probably.
not. They're not dead. They're injured. They may or may not have
They're
either fallen
definitely
down.
gonna shoot.
Okay. What can I do to them? Can I shoot at them?
You can take up a position with your Gauss pistol and
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have to.
So you're at the doorway, I assume?
Can I like peek out the doorway and like bow bow?
yeah, I mean, well, you can't shoot again. You've already taken it
You're
that action.
shot.
Oh, okay, cool. That
But
works.
you can take up a position by the door.
Awesome, I do so.
Okay. So on their turn, you hear radio like chatter and clacking. Like you hear their comms that they're using in Japanese. Let's see. None of you are
anyone
really
speak
close
Japanese?
enough. Do you speak Japanese?
No, I don't. I feel like I should, but I don't.
Yeah. No. Then you have no idea what is being said.
Nadia, can you translate?
I'm not close enough.
Nadia, can you translate?
Nadia is not capable of picking up those transmissions because of the jamming.
So generous.
The generosity knows no bounds.
I share it all.
All right, so Fred and Preacher, they don't have, like, Preacher has the pistol you handed him, and Fred has a chair.
He does pretty good with that.
He does.
So I'm told.
As
Hey.
This guy
Come from?
pops around the edge of the firing range, or next to the firing range.
Where did he come from?
You don't know.
Range.
And this guy is, you see two men up that direction. And a guy pops around the corner here to shoot.
What do they look like? Draconis Combine or police?
these guys are in Draconis Combine uniform.
Kill him.
First one,
None of the police have weapons anymore. The Draconis took
I
them.
mean,
They couldn't shoot
can you roll me
us.
2d6, please?
that guy, he said was gonna shoot, but this just came from the range.
7.
Okay. Let's.
You missed it.
Hey, I got a 2 bad rolls, a 1 and a 2. Let's go.
I turned away from my page. Ha ha ha.
No.
7.
Yes.
You get hit in the leg for 2 damage. Guy shooting from the other direction.
How much health do you have?
Right as like he sees that you get shot in the leg, and Fred reaches out to grab you. Roll me 2d6.
Do not hit Fred.
11.
And Fred is hit in the right foot. And falls to the ground screaming.
Thank you, Fred.
And,
Oh my
Preacher turns around the doorway to shoot with the revolver. And he hits that guy in the head.
Nice!
This guy or that guy?
That guy.
This guy?
No, that one. And that guy is dead. Preacher's a good shot,
Yeah, he is.
at least with a pistol. He's not really good with other weapons.
He was good with the propane tank too.
It was. It's because he's smart. He's not the toughest, but he's smart. And then the other one is going to turn around the corner and shoot down the hallway. Can you roll me a d6? I'm gonna see which target because he's firing blind. Ooh,
5.
that's Fred. Roll me 2d6.
7.
He hits Fred in the leg.
Same leg?
Fred's right leg is unusable. He will have to be dragged or carried. And he's like screaming and like begging Preacher for help. And yeah, what do you do?
I want to say he's dead weight now, but I'm attached.
I'll say it.
No, he's mine. I love him.
That's exactly it.
He's fine.
It's
He's gonna
war,
be
bad
fine.
things happen.
He's gonna live. Jared,
It's just that simple.
I'm gonna shoot at you. I'm gonna Dutch oven you.
I can get just far enough.
You gonna run and try and stab that guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Get him. Get him.
Let's try it.
Get him. You know how to go.
I do, but I like my
7?
Yep. Plus melee weapons
Elemental P.
plus 3, so 9.
You said P.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, it's 10.
10.
Even better. Roll your hit location.
6.
All right, you run up and you stab this guy in the guts. How much damage?
2. It just does 2 damage.
All right, 2, and roll a d6 for me.
2.
All right, and roll me another 2d6. No, 1d6.
6.
6. Ooh, 6. Okay, you stab this guy in the chest and cause internal damage.
Ooh.
He is going to collapse from that wound. He is bleeding out. You're pretty good with a knife.
Yeah, I am.
All right, and then what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to shoot that guy.
He is behind partial cover.
That is going to be 7 plus, I believe, 7? 6 or 7? Small arm 7, so that is 14.
Okay, with cover, you are just barely going to hit. Please roll his attack from the... Okay, cool.
5.
Yeah, it makes sense that it hits his left arm, because that's the side that's, like,
Exposed.
partially exposed. How much damage?
3.
Okay, so you solid hit to his left arm, and you hear, ah! And some, like, yelling and swearing in Japanese.
Being shot is not that bad. These people are being so dramatic.
Have you ever been shot? It's that bad. Yeah, like you're afraid of needles.
Okay, that is a personal detail.
Most people are afraid of needles to some degree. But a bullet's just a really big, really hot, really fast needle.
Really fat needle. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what they have going on, and Preacher is going to hand you Fred's ID card, and he's going to grab Fred and start dragging him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got him, preacher.
What do you guys do down the other end of everything?
I am going to have so much fun.
You're in your mech, and it is spinning up right
Okay.
now.
I think I need the gate open. I might need you to get the... I assume this is not open yet, right?
Yeah, it's not. There's just a simple push button garage door. Just
Is it over
bing.
by the door?
Huh?
Is it over by the garage door?
Yeah.
I need you to hit the garage door.
Okay. I would like to go hit the garage door.
At least,
Okay,
at
so
least
you
when
run over, and
it's ready to go, or it's almost...
It's still
Still
it's
locked.
still firing up. And it's attached. They
I
have
know
to hit
it's
the
attached.
buttons.
I know it can't move, but I know that I would need to make sure that I can get it there as soon as I'm able to.
That's fair.
So there is a like a little number pad on there
Don't
under
hit
a
it yet.
code that you don't know. How do you want to bypass that, or what are you going
I
to do?
can
Not
shoot
yet.
at it.
Not yet, though. When I'm ready to fire, like when it's like on enough that I can operate the guns, then I'm ready for you to.
You can already operate the guns, right?
But you can't turn or aim them.
Oh, I can't yet.
Well,
No,
then-
everything's
all
locked in
locked up?
position.
Well, then I don't need to wait by the garage door.
Yeah,
to
don't wait
be-
by the garage door
Okay.
then. I'll try and shoot the door open.
That sounds like a good plan. That's what I was gonna do. I would like to shoot down this hallway.
Okay.
I'm in position.
As you turn around or turn the corner there to fire, they will return fire. But go ahead and shoot.
Yeah, what do I want to use?
I think you said you
When
were
you
gonna
turn
kick off
around the
this
corner, you see that those 2 wounded people in the hallway have been pulled into the mech bay.
Oh, disgusting.
But you do see one of the guys pulling them, and you can take a shot at him.
Yeah. Do it, do it, do it.
I'm gonna shoot with my Gauss pistol. Would be fun, but I only get 5 shots with that.
That's your heaviest hitter. That's the one you would probably want to
Let
go.
me use my Gauss
Like
pistol.
that one can shoot through walls.
I will use my Gauss pistol.
6 plus your small arms.
6 plus 6 is 12.
Okay. And what's the damage from it?
Okay, so how do I calculate damage? So it is a 4B/5
It's BD.
BD.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4B/5D.
So 5 would be the...
That's your damage.
Okay, what's the difference between S and B and...
Those are to denote, like, if they have armor, different armor is better at stopping different weapon types.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 5.
These
5
are
damage.
your common run-of-the-mill infantry that aren't wearing the best armor. They were not anticipating you doing this.
Okay, so 5 damage, right?
Okay, roll your hit location, please.
Which is 2d6?
Yep. 6.
Okay, so you hit him in the back, in the torso, it hits his body armor and knocks him to the ground in the doorway.
He can shoot through walls. Did it go through his armor?
You don't know.
Awesome, I hope it did.
It didn't like tear a huge chunk at him like you would expect with a Gauss rifle, but there was a solid connection there, and you
So is he laying out in the hallway? Or
He didn't just
laying
fall
outside?
over. When that Gauss round hit him, it slammed him into the doorway.
So is he out here or up?
He's in the room with the mech.
Okay, well, I'm gonna... So they're all in there, right?
Yes.
So if I start moving down this hallway, I'm chilling.
They can still poke out.
You can run down the hallway and poke into somewhere else if you want.
I'm gonna poke into here.
Okay.
The supplies. Okay,
This
put
one?
me...
Supplies?
Well,
Any, many, miny, mo.
I want to kill him.
What's
So-
your speed?
My speed, I would probably be running. My running is 23. My sprint is 46. My walk is 10. I would not be walking.
Okay. If we can recalibrate the anti-air.
46 is really a lot. What?
My run. Plus times
Pick it up,
2,
open
right?
down.
I think so.
My run times 2, right? What's NP?
So you should have a speed that's like,
Yeah, it says walk, run,
Yeah.
evade,
Yeah,
sprint.
my
What's your
walk is 10.
oh, okay, so that's more like it. Yeah, you're fast. I was saying about 46 is
For my
really
sprint.
fast. Oh, okay, you're sprinting like, yeah.
I was gonna do run for 23. That's what I said. Is
Well,
my
you
walk.
already shot,
Yeah,
so
you-
you would have to walk.
Oh, that sucks. My walk is 10. My run is 23. My sprint is 46. Right?
Cool.
10.
So you
Okay.
move 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That door, when you get to it and you go to open it, it is locked.
Key card.
Your key card does not work.
I want to shoot at the door. I
Sure,
want
go
to do
ahead.
that. Can I do that?
That's the rest of what you can do. Yes, you can shoot at the door.
Oh, they
You'll
can
be
do
a
so.
sitting duck in the doorway.
You could also try ducking into the other mech bay.
Which makes more sense for your character.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
But if
into the mech
that
bay.
mech bay resembles my mech bay, you shouldn't have
The
problems.
supplies would be helpful to get into, but it's not necessary right now, so I will duck into that mech bay.
Okay.
Your poor slave's got poverty brain. He's like, I want to collect all the things.
All right. So as you duck into the mech bay, please roll 2d6.
Is there anybody in the mech bay? The snake eyes.
That is snake eyes.
Snake eyes.
Okay, I don't like that. Is there anyone in the room?
The lights are off. Your eyes haven't adjusted.
You just got hit in the head with an oil pan.
Woo!
As you walk through the door, he's like, BAM! So
It's
you're
Shia
going to
LaBeouf.
take
Ow!
1 damage.
Whack!
And roll a d6, please.
1 damage?
Yes.
Oh, he's caught in
It's
a
an
bear
improvised
trap.
weapon. Be grateful.
Brandishing a knife.
You were really taken aback, huh?
A 1.
You are momentarily dazed as you were hit in the head with an oil pan.
Fun.
You do see there are 2 dead civilians on the floor, and this civilian has a head wound.
Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so they were shot in the head. It's giving Bradford's wife, if you know what I mean.
And yeah, so you are dazed. You're gonna have to try to shake it off before you'll be able to activate.
Okay, so I can't do
Alright.
that right now, right?
Back to the other hallway. This guy that you stabbed is in really bad shape and is like, he starts like gurgling. And like you see like his training kind of kicks in as he starts reaching for a grenade.
Can I like try to kick the hand that's reaching for the grenade?
If you try to kick his hand, it's gonna be a hard roll, but I'll let you try it.
And just shoot him in the head. No, because if you miss, he's gonna grab that grenade.
You are standing over him with another knife.
Just kill him. Go for
I
the
could
killing
just,
blow.
yeah, I could just stab him again. I'll just stab him again.
Okay. I want to see who's faster, you or him. So we're gonna roll your reaction timing right now, right?
10.
You rolled a 5. You go first.
Woo.
This is war, man.
7.
Plus my melee weapons is 10. Plus dex and reflexes, or dex or reflexes minus 1, so 9.
Okay. Roll your hit location.
Appropriate music.
6.
It's
You
torso.
stabbed him right in the chest again. And like as you do, you look up and you realize there's a camera in that corner that
We're not avoiding
Caught
this.
you.
Yeah.
stabbing this guy who yeah, like you're like, oh no, they're really gonna try and make me look like a terrorist.
It's too late. I mean, we're already looked like so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not worried about it at this point.
Okay, so he does not successfully pull his grenade and blow it up, but the other guy, he's gonna turn back around the corner, he's gonna shoot at you. And that is gonna hit. Will you roll me hit location, please?
7.
He shoots you in the leg. Are you wearing armor?
Yes.
What kind of armor?
What are we looking for? Is it ballistic?
Yeah.
So in the leg, it'll be 3 ballistic.
You take 0 damage, but it does hit you in the leg.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna wheel around and fire
So,
back.
his gun that he shot you with, like he was using a rifle. You hit him in his arm. He turned around like, bam, bam.
Cool.
Like his pistol. Both shots hit your leg for no damage, but it does damage your armor.
That is 2 hit back.
Gotta cover your mouth. I shut my mouth.
Is 13 plus.
I had to stretch, it's not my fault.
13, 14.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
7.
Also in the legs. So you hit him in his left leg and his left arm. And he falls to the ground right there. In the hallway, like in the junction of all of it.
Like here.
Yeah. And Preacher pulls Fred right up next to the door and is like holding his hand on the wound on Fred's leg. And like
Bit
Fred
dramatic,
starts
isn't it?
screaming because he grabbed him. He's like, man, I know it hurts. I gotta hold it. And they're like yelling and
Bit dramatic.
Can I move since I also stabs the guy, or was
yeah,
that-
you can move.
Okay.
That's yeah. I wanna.
Can I only walk or can I run as well?
You attacked, so you're gonna be able to walk.
Okay.
So number 6 is Preacher and number 1 is Rookie. They're gonna be right next to each other because he's pulling.
Preacher's right here.
Yeah.
You already
He has
have
a
a
mini.
mini form.
Yeah. Number 6 is.
Fred.
That's Fred.
Oh, wait, never mind. Cool. Okay, my bad. I was just trying to make sure you had a visual aid, and I can't see past my own DM screen.
Very, very fancy game screen.
Well, I intentionally put it upside down today just to see if anyone noticed, and no one did.
No, I didn't.
It doesn't look upside down.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
I can see it on this side.
It looks
but-
the exact same.
All right, so you get to the door and you swipe Fred's card,
Yes.
and it opens right up.
That's as far as I can move, though.
When you open it, Preacher is going to immediately drag Fred into the hallway,
Okay.
and big blood smear across the ground.
So then he would be over here. That would show us not being terrible. Well, they're probably going to cut that footage out. Never mind.
What are you doing?
Firing stuff up, make sure it's ready to go.
So your fusion core is fired up. You're checking through all the systems, and in another round, your mech will be operable, but it's still locked down.
Okay.
Okay.
Did another hour?
I said
Another round.
Oh, I heard hour and I was like, wait.
What are you doing?
Yeah, in the next 2 minutes, I have an hour.
I would like to. So I'm not gonna fire up this mech because there's nothing I can do, and I have to get to my own mech, and I have to kill these guys.
Well, you can fire it up without having to.
Yeah, you don't have
pilot.
to be there.
If you just turn on the power,
flip the
it'll
power
warm up.
switch.
I
Yeah,
shall
that's
do
useful.
so.
Yep.
All right, so you turn.
My mech.
Well, first you're gonna have to make a body roll to
Oh, you have to shake the dazed.
shake off being dazed.
Oh, and there's a person in here with me. Wonderful.
An injured person trying to beat you to
Injured
death with an oil
civilian.
pan.
Injured civilian is important. I'm
Roll
not
your body
dead.
roll. Roll your
So
dice.
body
Watch
roll
out for
is 2d6. 6 and a 5, 11.
Yeah, you shake it
Plus
off.
what?
No, you're good.
You're good.
But what would I
11's
add?
clear.
So that way, if
It would just be body,
Body.
So
plus, No, it would be plus whatever the number there is, like for your link.
got
Oh,
it.
the
So my
link?
link.
Okay, that's what I was
so
wondering.
Yep.
that would be plus 3. Okay, got it.
Yep. Link is like the equivalent to like your modifier for D&D.
Got it. Okay, that works. Awesome.
Okay, what are you gonna do about the civilian?
I would just want to hold on. Don't hit. I am not your enemy. We are not with the Dakota's Combine. They tried to kill
Roll
you.
negotiation.
They're trying to kill us.
6.
8. 8.
Okay, cool. The civilian is like, they're executing everybody.
We're trying to
Execute them.
execute them. We have, if you know them, Preacher and Fat Man on our side, getting them medical help. Come with us, help us get us out of here. There's a missile coming. We have to get out.
Okay, so this guy's got like it. He clearly they shot him and it like grazed him, and he's very bloody.
We'll get you medical attention as well. But you have to help
He's like,
us.
and he walks over to the bench, and he picks up welding torch and like the harness with the tank on it, puts it on his back and fires it up.
Yeah.
It's not far, but he's like, all right, let's do this. He's like planning to attack people with a welding torch.
I love these people. Like, I do love them. This is great. A propane tank, a chair, a welder. This is great. Beautiful. I tell him to fire up this mech while I...
He
This
says,
is our mech.
I'm a mechanic, not a pilot.
You know, I turn on an on switch.
Can't read the on
Whatever.
switch.
Well, no, what he says, he's like, no, I'm an armor fitter. I don't know anything about running these things. Like he picked up the welding kit for
you
putting
make
on
a- you
armor,
make a
and it
fair
was like,
point.
tink, he's got it.
You make a fair point. He doesn't know what it is. I can't read the on switch. I just know it's a big red button. I want to go push that big red button.
All right, so you go climb up into the mech, and now you've never piloted this mech. This is his mech.
My mech.
So let's just roll your piloting.
Fun
Your
fact,
mech piloting.
I don't have any piloting.
Mech piloting? Yeah,
I do.
you do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Calm down.
Also, you got timestamp that.
What?
Language.
What did I do? What did I say?
Huh?
We can't
We're
repeat
not gonna
it.
repeat it. Keep going.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 8.
Yeah, you got it. It's a big red button that says on. You're like, oh, it's the button that says no.
Reading it upside down.
So you hit the no button and the mech fires up. The armor fitter is standing in the doorway with the torch lit.
All right. I make him well aware that there are enemies in that hallway, not to go into that hallway.
I
They
wouldn't
have-
recommend doing it yet, but you could ask him how to open the gates, the garage doors.
Yeah, we'll take him with us. That way he. Do you know the keypad to open the gate?
7434286.
Just one more time.
7434286.
7.
7, 4, 3, 4, 2,
2,
8.
8, 6.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. I want to take position by the door to get ready to shoot. Can I do so?
You would have to climb back out. You can do it on your next turn.
Okay, that works.
Okay. So, back to the top of the round. The guy in the hallway is pulling a grenade. You still have him in your sights. You want to see who shoots faster?
That was a 5.
He also rolled a 5. So this is going to happen at the
You
same
roll
time.
Oh.
Do we want to compare dexterity?
Sure.
I have a 7 in dexterity, so
He has a 6.
Are you
All right,
disappointed?
you shoot first.
that is 15.
All right, roll your hit location.
10.
You shoot him in the right hand. You shoot the grenade.
No!
It's in his hand.
It's in his right hand. He just shot him in the right hand. So as the guy's about to get ready to throw a grenade, you shoot the grenade, and it goes boom, and that guy is gone.
You just wasted a bullet.
But I'm gonna need the purple marker or black. Give me black marker.
But then he didn't get to throw it, so I guess it
This.
wasn't a waste.
Is now impassable.
So no range for us.
It's fine.
It bothers me.
But you
what
got
I
it.
did.
Yeah. So we're going to have to duck into control first.
All right. You get to control, and Fred's key card works.
Cool.
Yay!
And it turns out
He's security, so I expect him to work both places.
Fred is the actual control room operator.
No way.
Wow. Why is he
He's like, what are you doing in here? Well, he's like yelling, like, what are you doing?
We all got problems, Fred.
We
Calm down.
gotta get this thing taken care of, or we're all dead.
And Preacher's like, what do you mean we're all dead?
Draconis is trying to kill us all.
And so Fred asked Preacher to sit him up in his chair. And he's like, somebody get me a med pack. And he tells you that the morgue is, Preacher says the morgue is around the corner.
Okay.
And there's medical supplies in there.
Do we have time for this?
I
You're
still
not
have
there
to
to
go
ask.
get the spices. If you will tell him that he needs to download the maps and go get the med pack from the morgue, I'll go get the spices from the kitchen.
And open up the mechs.
Fred starts punching in some controls, and as he is doing so, he says, the long-range sensors are saying there is a space-fired missile headed this way.
Yup.
Yeah, we need that to be
So,
not.
is there a way to reconfigure these anti-air turrets to blow that thing out of the sky?
He says it's likely that this missile, he can't tell, but if it's like an advanced missile, it's going to have chaff. It's going to be able to, like, this is a bunker-busting missile.
Yeah.
So it's going to, like a smart missile is going to be able to throw off stuff that's going to attract the anti-air.
But we do want them to at least disengage the turrets.
What about my
At the
missile?
air.
Yeah. Can I take my missile and hit that missile?
You're
and
not
hit two
there.
missiles?
You're not there. You're worried about mechs.
Logically, though.
Probably not.
It probably isn't big enough to help.
My missile's pretty big.
You do have an anti-air missile, but hitting a missile with another missile that's fired from your shoulder is really hard to do.
Projecting much.
Like they're basically launching an ICBM at you.
Yes.
I know what that is for sure. Okay, continue.
Intercontinental ballistic missile.
I for sure know what that is.
Well, okay.
Really bad news.
Ah, I know what that is. I am very bad.
They don't use nuclear weapons anymore, but the warhead on this is capable of leveling this facility in a hit. This is a weapon that is a violation of international treaties.
No. But we're the terrorists, so it's our fault. Because we have a missile like that anyway.
Anyways. First order of business is going to admin while he's in the control room and unlocking the mechs.
Thank you.
He like leans over in his chair and he's like boop 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 boop, and all of the doors in the facility and the mech bays, like every lock in the facility, just unlocked.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Nice. Including.
Disengage the anti-air turrets.
Okay, can we also disengage the anti-air and turrets?
He turns and he goes, I don't have that clearance. I can just open doors. Run sensors.
What skill would it be to try to...
I have sensor ops.
Who has the EMP grenades?
Me.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Preacher speaks up. He goes, points at your string of EMP grenades. Is those ought to do it.
If only we dispersed them amongst our group.
So
Selfish.
you discover in that moment, Preacher's job is demolitions.
Nice.
Oh, hey, I'm also good at demolitions.
Yeah.
Okay.
My demolitions
I
is
thought
7.
he was the car
We
person.
should have dispersed the talents better.
He is. He's a good driver, and he drives the tow truck.
I'm just the negotiator, man.
Do we know where the lab is?
It's like the lab. Oh, processing?
That might be it,
If
yeah.
that's what we're calling it.
He tells you it's like around the corner, down the hallway next to the morgue.
Oh yeah, why don't you need to grab that med pack for Fred?
Somebody needs to grab the med pack. Somebody needs to go to the lab to grab
The thing for
the thing
Nadia.
for Nadia.
And somebody's gonna grab George's
And
spices.
somebody's gonna grab
I'll get
George's.
the spices in the med pack. You get a thing for Nadia.
Okay. Yeah, because Fred's or because
Preacher's
Preacher's
helping
gotta
Fred.
Preacher's gotta stay with Fred. Honestly, grab the med pack first.
Okay.
Unlock
Spices are at this point a secondary. That if we can get to it, we can get to it, and if not, we
grab
are
them
not
on the
going
way
to
out.
risk our lives for it.
Okay.
you need to go to admin instead and unlock the mechs.
He just
He just unlocked everything.
everything. In
Oh,
this
so the-
facility.
No, he
Okay.
turned off the facility's locks.
Okay, so that
You
unlocks
gotta go
the
to
mechs
admin to
automatic.
get the codes for your ship.
Yep.
Okay, so our mechs are unlocked.
So
Also,
then you
can-
go to admin and
Your mech is unlocked.
the lab,
You can-
and I'll go to the garage or the morgue and the kitchen.
Okay.
You just moved me.
Oh, wrong person.
All right. So
You said you go to the morgue.
Yep,
you go to the morgue first or kitchen first?
morgue first.
All right. So you're heading up towards the morgue. As you round this corner,
Uh-oh.
there's a guy who hears the commotion, and he comes through there, and he is going to open fire at you.
Okay.
Nothing doing.
Full auto, all across the wall, doesn't hit anything.
Can I run up and stab him?
Wow.
I just imagine him look
Yeah, I'd say you still have just
with
enough
his
room
like
to get
eyes
some.
shut, like trying to shoot, and you're just like,
You're going with your momentum.
You hit this guy in the
That's
chest
probably
again.
why
I'm
he
gonna-
missed, is because he wasn't expecting you to
Eight.
keep coming.
Plus my thing is +2 because it's mine.
he was like,
All right,
huh,
yeah.
got
So
him.
10.
That'll hit. Roll
Earned
hit
his bag.
location.
I hope it's in the chest.
10.
Roll me a d6.
1.
So as you go to stab him, he puts his hand up, and your knife goes right through his hand.
It'd be hard to shoot like that.
Yeah.
So.
It still does the 2 damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
His hand is ruined.
Cool.
Okay. What are you doing?
I am.
You were right next to her when the guy shot. You returning fire?
I'm ducking into admin, and then I'm going to return fire.
Okay.
16.
That's gonna hit. Roll hit location.
8.
Okay. Roll me a d6, please.
5.
What kind of weapon is this?
Energy.
Energy. Okay. You hit him in the chest, and it goes through his armor, and he's now he's like stabbed in the hand, burned in the chest, and not feeling too pretty.
Cool. So I'm dipping into admin, and I'm gonna try to.
On the next round, you'll be able to use the computers.
Cool.
I gotta say, I love our dice towers.
Yeah.
They're working out so well. All right.
Thanks. Guard tower official. We should paint them before next episode.
I would like
That'd
to
be
paint one.
fun.
That's why I want to get one, because I want to paint one.
Well, you can paint one of ours.
Yes.
Okay.
We could actually do an episode of painting and have Chris Wolfgang do one and have you do the other.
Yes.
That'd be cool. All right, so Preacher is like trying to stop Fred from bleeding out while Fred is like trying to figure out what's going on. And back to you guys. You hear like yelling and commotion out in the hallway and radio in Japanese, but you don't speak Japanese. And where are all my minis? Are they all? Should have been another one.
Sorry.
Spit it out.
Oh, there he is. The guy that's dead. So running down this hallway, they are gonna,
This hallway?
yeah, they're gonna come to that door that's been blown off the hinges.
Okay.
And there's two of them gonna be right there.
Right here?
No, right here by Office 9 in the hallway.
In the hallway.
Right there by the door. And this one's next to him.
And they're like yelling back and forth in Japanese, and these guys are aiming down the hallway. They can't run any farther, so cool.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, it's almost like you're in a base.
Your mech is free
My mech is free.
and operable,
And the gate is.
not up.
Yeah.
You got this.
When it's unlocked, I saw the light over it switch from red to green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
What does it take to open it? Is there like an open button that someone has to push by the gate?
Yeah, there's a code
A code that you punch in to open it.
Does
that one knows.
Does it still need a code if
Yes.
it's unlocked?
So it's reinforced. There is an overall locking mechanism, and then there's a code that you have to enter to make it go up and down.
Okay. I didn't hear you receive this code.
Nope.
So
No.
I'm still
I-
waiting for control room to do something about that door, probably.
Would you attempt to shoot through it? Because I know that was an original idea.
You hear Nadia over the comms. She says the interior walls of the garage are not as heavy duty as the exterior walls. You may be able to shoot through the wall into either bay.
I can just.
Into the bay?
Yeah. Yeah, to like
To blow a hole in the
blow a
wall.
hole through
walk
the wall and walk through it.
All I see is
That
the Kool-Aid
sounds
man.
good.
The Kool-Aid
Yeah,
man
that-
coming through the door. Oh yeah!
All right.
Just gonna bust through. Guys, look what I got.
I also know that my ally's going through it, so I'm probably going to be closer to the door because she's probably going to be like over on this side of it. So,
Logically. There's also a civilian. Where's my civilian?
The civilian is on foot. And you're right
with
here.
guns,
Have-
right? Not with
Here you go.
like.
Have a civilian.
Thank you. Oh wait, I have Rexon. Okay, where? Okay, my civilian over there. My little.
I like consistency. But
Alrighty.
okay. Shooting the wall, right?
All of the interior walls are less reinforced than the exterior. You can shoot through any interior wall.
All right. So,
With big mech
move
guns.
forward. Turn. Shoot.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You blow a mech-sized hole in that wall.
We're gonna
Because you
Tom
were
and
still
Jerry
by the
this.
door, you're not in danger. You see the wall go.
Oh, did you just?
And like Tom and Jerry, I'm coming through.
And her mech just comes walking through.
It's cool. It's cool to the
I might-
civilian.
Can I fire the next wall? On
Sure.
this turn?
Yeah, you're great.
We might as well. We're trying to get.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say it took like an alpha strike to blow that apart.
Okay.
Aw,
Okay.
wait.
The next
blow-
round you'll be able to.
Next round. Woo.
I do warn you that there are people in there and likely not friendly. Draconis Combine are in the next one, and they are with
So I
danger.
don't have to be careful about how I aim.
Yeah. In fact, if you could just like aim a little towards the doorway because they are injured. If you could do that for me, I would love that.
Is it gonna hurt the mech?
Oh, Danger is a pretty tough guy.
But this is where we're going to end this episode.
Cliffhanger.
If you want to see if they make it out, you're going to have to catch us next time. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, recommend this video to a friend. And we are glad that you were here with us. As always, I am your forever GM, James.
Hannah.
Ash.
Jade.
And Jared.
This has been RP Gallery.
Thank you guys.
See you next time.
Bye.